What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and I first off like to apologize. This movie review ended up being so late, and as I'm sure you can tell, I ended up having to wait till the very last day of 2013 to get this video out. But here's my official review of Anchorman 2: The Legend Continues. Now, in terms of overall narrative, obviously this movie takes place after the events the first Anchorman, in which the original news crew has kind of broken up and kind of gone their own separate ways. Ron Burgundy, however, is now married to Veronica Corningstone, and they're both kind of news anchors in New York City. And when something happens, for something very good happens to Veronica, Ron ends up getting a divorce from her, and then decides that he thinks that life isn't worth living. However, he's quickly picked up by a new news channel who decides that he wants him to do a 24-hour news channel. And so he gets his whole crew together. They go to New York and they pretty much do the show, and over the course of the film a number of crazy antics happen. A couple of revelations are revealed, and it all kind of culminates to an overall life lesson. Now, going into Anchorman 2, the only question that was just coming to me randomly was, is this going to be as good as the first one? And I have to say, in a whole, I definitely found Anchorman 2 entertaining, but I can't really say I enjoyed it as much as the first one. And I also took this as a lesson as for why certain comedic actors don't usually do sequels to their own movies. Like, why Jim Carrey doesn't really do a sequel to some of his old movies. But, ironically, we're getting at Dumber and Dumber 2, which is what really has me concerned. The problem with Anchorman 2 is that it's not quite as focused as Anchorman 1 was. Now, for me at least, the lesson that I got from Anchorman 1 was simply equality between the sexes. It was about accepting women in the newsroom. That was the main lesson of that movie. Now, for this one, it's a little bit confusing, because I think I know what the main lesson of this movie was, but it's not really clear because the movie keeps switching plot lines every other scene. Now, it's not to say that it doesn't work at times. There's certainly some jokes that are new, that are funny at times, but they keep repeating them. And it gets to the point where it's not really funny. And in some cases, they even take some old jokes from the original Anchorman and try to incorporate them into this film. And it just doesn't seem to connect as much. And they even have the balls to completely redo my favorite scene from the first Anchorman and simply take it to a whole nother level, to the point where it probably is probably the craziest set of cameos I've ever seen. And if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, as I was watching that scene, I just kept wondering, oh wow, they're in this movie as a cameo, cool. And then this person shows up, I'm like, what the heck are they doing here? And then this person shows up, I'm like, what the heck are they doing here? And then this shows up, like, what the heck are they doing here? It's like, who else is going to show up in this one scene? And it just felt forced, and it felt like it wasn't necessary. I felt that they really could have done a solid comedic movie focusing on one simple plot line and just stuck to it, instead of constantly switching from different ideas of exactly what the movie is about. And because of that, it made the movie really hard to follow, and just at sometimes felt really boring. And I really don't like to say that about Anchorman, since I enjoyed the first Anchorman so much. Now, overall, this is not a bad film, but it has some moments of entertainment, but I can't really say it's a worthy successor to the first Anchorman, which is why I'm going to have to give Anchorman 2: The Legend Continues a C+. If you're a fan of the first Anchorman movie, you might find some enjoyment here, but I can't say you'll enjoy it as much as the first one. And with that, that is the end of my review, and probably the last movie review I will be doing for 2013. If you like this movie review, feel free to like, comment down below, and please subscribe to check out my future movie, video game reviews, and topic videos. And just press one of the links in the description down below to follow me on Twitter or friend me on Facebook, and I will be sure to friend you and follow you back. And like always, thank you guys for watching. You're awesome, and I will see you next time.